Alright guys, we are back with some more MX versus ATV Legends. Today we are going to check out the 2023 GasGas Bikes DLC. So it's here finally. We've been waiting for this for a while, but we have the DLC. It should be coming out on Tuesday for you. That would be Halloween. Probably when you see the video as well. So we have 4 bikes. We have the 450, 250 4-strokes and the 125 250 2-strokes. We have graphics kits to check out. We have exclusive bonus gear to check out. Team gear, Red Bull GasGas team gear. I know some people probably aren't super happy about that, but I mean the gear is Red Bull GasGas, team gear, so it makes sense. It isn't new gear, it just is the Red Bull GasGas team gear. We have the Troy Lee Designs gear, but this is specifically for Red Bull GasGas. So let's jump into it, check out the gear, then switch over to check out the bikes. First up, we have the gear to check out. So I said this is gear that we have in the game already. It's just the Troy Lee Designs SE Ultra gear, but this time it is the Red Bull GasGas team gear. So it is a bit different, and again, it is exclusive to the GasGas bike DLC. Again, I know some people might not be happy with that, but it's meant for it's meant to be for the GasGas bikes, right? So you have the gear in the game, you just don't have the team gear unless you pick up this DLC. And then here we have the 125, the 250 2-strokes, and then the 250 450 4-strokes. But we get gameplay to show you a bit later. Mainly what I want to show you here is the parts for the bike are all the same, but the graphics kits are a bit different. We have the best graphics kit for this bike, which would be the Red Bull GasGas team kit for the bike, which is pretty freaking awesome. And then the rest of the kits are similar to what we have for the rest of bikes in the game. So pretty cool. Glad it launched with the Red Bull GasGas team kit. We have that for Kawasaki and Yamaha, Honda HRC, I guess. But here we have the fully decked out, complete setup, and it looks freaking awesome. This bike looks mean. It looks really cool, and I wanted to show it to you before we get into the gameplay, which we're going to, starting with the 450. Okay, so to start things off, we have the GasGas MC450. We are at the Capital City throwback track because I was messing around here a bit more. And at the very end of the 450 part here, I found 2 different lines I didn't show you in the video, and they're pretty obvious. I don't know why I didn't try to go for them earlier. Probably because I couldn't put together a full lap doing it. But at the very end here, we have 2 laps showing you the 450 here. But at the very end, we hit this section with like a 5 quad, or I'm not sure what it comes out to be. And then after this Supercross triple, you can take the outside, triple onto the table, and then triple off. It's so cool. It's a really fast line, probably the best way through that section, and I didn't do that in the video before, so I wanted to show you if you didn't know about it. But mainly what it's about is the gear and the bike. The bike looks fantastic. Now the bike sounds are the same. The 450, 250, 250 2-stroke, 125 2-stroke all sound the same. It would have been cool if they could have tested the sound with these bikes if they're working on reworking the audio in this game, but it didn't. So the sounds are the same, and I usually have the audio pretty low in most videos, so you might not be able to hear it that good, but it's the same. If you're familiar with the sounds, it's the same. And the bikes they're not better. If you can't pick up the DLC and you're using the Rainbow Nordic bike, you aren't going to be at a disadvantage. The bikes are the same. The 450s are the same. The 250s are the same. The 2-strokes are the same. It's mostly basically just a skin. There's obviously some different frame, the way the frames are and stuff, but the performance and the way they are the same. You're not really at a disadvantage if you don't have the DLC bikes. But here is where we're going to show you this sweet line. So we triple in and then we 5 quad. That 5 is kind of tough, not real bad, but kind of tough. The quad into the corner is really easy. This was kind of tough just because I was usually in the wrong gear, but it is so fast. That is so freaking awesome. So go for it at Capital City if you haven't tried it. and then here we switch over to the 250. I haven't used the 250 in forever, so I usually have my bike set up to the 450, but the 250 felt pretty good. It felt pretty good because, like I said, I just haven't used it. In Supercross, I use the 250 4-stroke all the time, but in Legends, I haven't used it in quite a while. But again, the bikes are the same. All that stuff is the same, and I mean, it virtually looks the same as the 450, but still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Depending on what bike you prefer, you have all of them to choose from. Now, also, I thought this was a good time to tell you about some of the things that Rainbow has said. So, we have a Monster Energy helmet. I believe it is an Alpine Stars helmet. I'm not sure. But the Alpine Stars Red Bull helmet is going to be coming very, very soon. I don't think it's going to be exclusive to this DLC. I think the only exclusive would be the team gear, but the helmet should be just in the game. Also, people have been wondering where the 2023 models are because they've mentioned they are coming. So we got the GasGas here, the MC 2 strokes and 4 strokes. That is the 2023 model. Here we switch over to the 252 stroke, but they did say the 2023 models are coming soon. They didn't say exactly when. They don't have an exact date on that. I saw some people in comments on like Instagram and Twitter kind of disappointed, saying that they weren't happy that we were getting the GasGas bike at basically the end of October because they thought we were supposed to get like all the 2023 models at the end of October. I'm not really sure. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I'm not doubting you. You're probably right, but I didn't know that. So I guess I didn't really... It wasn't really a big deal to me. I'm just happy we got the GasGas bikes, and then to have the team gear is just an added bonus. But the 2023 bikes, I'm assuming... I don't know. I'm assuming that's going to be DLC. I don't know how much this DLC is going to cost exactly, but I'm assuming the DLC for the 2023 bikes, you know, like Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki, KTM, Husky, Yamaha, you know, if you have the older bikes, I believe they're 2021, if you have those bikes, you're probably still gonna have to pick up the DLC for the new bikes. I mean, unless they do like a free upgrade for people that bought them, maybe they do that, maybe, which would be pretty sweet, but I just feel like they're probably going to cost some money. I mean, usually what are they, like $2-3 bucks? $2-3 bucks for each pack. So if you buy Kawasaki, you know, it's $2-3 bucks, you know, maybe for some of the packs might be a bit more, like for Yamaha, because you get the UTVs and a bunch of quads as well. So that pack is just a little bit bigger in general. So I'm not really sure. But that's some news and some content to look forward to in the very near future, probably before the end of the year. Plus, we have a compound to look forward to. We don't know too much about it. Here we have the 125. And this was probably the most fun for me because, one, it's Unadilla, and two, the 125 is actually very, very, very fun in the game, and it was really fun to rip around Unadilla here. So no matter which bike you prefer, the 2 strokes, the 4 strokes, the 125, 250, or the 250, 450, you have that option in the game. And again, the customization is the same. We don't have more customization for the GasGas and whatnot. You don't have to worry if you have like the Honda DLC and you feel like you're going to be at a disadvantage if the GasGas is better. It isn't. In the game, they're all the same. The 450s are the same, the 250s, the 252 strokes, and the 125. So it's pretty much just a skin, an aesthetic thing. So don't worry about it, but they look great. They did a fantastic job with the GasGas bikes, and they did a fantastic job with the gear. I probably should have switched to the second set, but this set looked so good with the bike that, I just decided to stay with it. So, pretty sweet. Next up, we should be having the Reflex throwback tracks, which should be coming out first part of next week. And then we'll probably do a comparison. I'm really looking forward to this one. This is the one that I'm most looking forward to because it is the Reflex track. So, the MX vs. ATV Reflex throwback tracks. I know we're all a bit disappointed we didn't get Fort Dodge 2, but it is the way it is. At least we get Pine Top. Pine Top is one of my favorite tracks, and I can't wait to check it out. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you going to be picking this up? How do you feel they did with it and all that stuff? But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.